Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Gamestah Shoutcast. My name is Arseynimz, and it is awesome to have you here with us this evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is SYF Cup time, and the two teams, as you can see, just down there. It is Dino taking on the Endless, and alongside me, it's the B-Ray. He's just down there, see? Just down there. Hi, B-Ray.
Hey man, we're finally here, rocking and rolling. Just gotta wait for a few more players to ready up. We'll be here.
Including me, but I have. Yay! That's all exciting. How are you going, dude? How's life in the big city?
Big city isn't good. You know, that is in the land of the long white cloud.
It's long, white, and cloudy. Funny that. Anyway, it's the knife round. The two teams, we'll go through them in just a second, but the two teams are lining up to go slashy in the mid. And, dude, it is customary, and it will stay that way. It is all yours.
Cheers, man. We're all meeting up in the middle. It is going to be X2 taking down Teagues. Rockius will take down one. Inject will take down J-Merc. He goes, Inject gets a 2. He'll get Durrows. He'll get X2. He'll get Rockius. That's a 4 down for Inject. That will win Endless the knife round. And they are going to choose defense here, Arsey, on the map of strike.
Get some, girlfriend. That's what I've got to say about that one. So running through the two teams for you, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Dino boys. They are Duros, Teagues, J-Merc, Rockius, and Ecstasy. Right, beat that for the Endless side. Go on.
I'm not even going to attempt.
Pussy.
I don't want the FBI or any kind of Australian federal police
on
my door.
Doc, Chance, Reloaded, Cracks, Inject. There you go. Those are the two teams, ladies and gentlemen. Just for to run those through you for you again. There they are, lining themselves up there. J-Merc with a bit of a hype thing there, dude. So we'll have to see how that goes, because that probably would be actually a not a very good ping to be having. That actually is going to disturb what he's doing. Just to show you how bad it is, I'm streaming, and look how good mine is compared to him. So, shout out to the cast of thousands we've got on the server. Holy crap, I didn't even look down. Look at that. Shout out to Spud, shout out to Blood, shout out to Kiz, and shout out to the man alongside me. Anyway, dude, it is the first round. It is all on like Kong for these two teams. This is an effective semi-final, preliminary, finalish of sorts. B-Ray, I'll run you through it for you in a moment. 5v5. Strike, take it away, B-Ray.
We've got the semi-final here. It's kicking off. We do have the Dino boys on the offensive here. It is going to be Chance taking down X2. Durrows will pick up Cracks. Chance goes double down. He'll pick up Ecstasy. And a nice little push here, holding the 3-door area as they pretty much look to hold this mid-area try and... oh, here we go. We've got Reloaded coming up back near Calf. He's just going to wait around. He can hear some noise around Mech, but he can't really do a lot to... really peek and poke it at the moment. J-Merc is really just going to pull back here, head over towards the B site. Even though the bomb is a million miles away, look to do some backdoor action. The Dino boys are really slow on their push here, which I'm not a fan of. It's really allowed the
Reloaded and Rockius. They're just standing at the stairs and the counter are just going, so, something's going to happen, I think.
That's it. I don't know what they're doing.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if it's a warm-up round or...
Well, they're making a lot of noise, and Reloaded's just sitting there quite happy.
Are we seeing a possible new X5 strat?
Well, Reloaded's trying it. Oh, here comes Durrows. Here we go. Take it away.
J-Merc will go pick up 2 there. Reloaded will pick up Durrows, and he's just done some beautiful work there. He comes out with he'll pick up Rockius. J-Merc. He's going to do last man left alive. Big play there. He spots one. He tries to tag him. He's got the bomb in around Statue, and Chance will drop him like a sack of potatoes. That is one step on the odds game score, but a long round at that, but it finally ends here, Arsenal.
Good patience from Reloaded, as much as we take the piss out of him, ladies and gentlemen. He proned it up nicely in through the mid there, and we'll just have a look and see where the nades are going to head. Oh my god, they took hours to start. It's like where they're going to hit, and then they finally plumed on up. Rockius has got himself a good run into the statue area, just the front of. He's got Doc right in front of him. Ecstasy's going to join him in there as Ecstasy cops a bit of heat coming in his general direction. Reloaded's taking some shots. That's some good work from him. J-Merc's gone to do the full catwalk back door. Rockius takes out 2, and then done on his ass by the Chance Meister inside a strike statue area, and it'll be a 3v3 after all the little tater-tays go down. So a little bit of a slowdown here. Cracks struggling to hit a barn door from from right in front of him. Ecstasy is the man who'll take him down. Just as Cracks took out J-Merc just prior to that. Chance takes out X to triple 2C, and then Duros will get done over by Chance as well. Chance, 2 good rounds in a row, takes him up to, I think that's 5, 6 in fact. There was a 4 down for him on the leaderboard that time round. So it'll be 6-0 for him as his team moves to 2 rounds to zip on the Ozgamer scoreboard.
Definitely the dream start. They were before they're on the defensive. The possibly slightly easier side of the map to strike. Ecstasy, though, as we saw in Crash last game, he gets a beautiful nade, and his nades are going to be key to his team as he carried them last game. On the map of Crash, J-Merc will take down Cracks. It is going to be Inject with the scope, taking down X2C, and Ecstasy coming forward, picking up Doc. That's a 4-on-1 situation. The Dino boys pulling their act together, rather, and putting forward a good little offense here. They're going to be able to stroll into A quite comfortably, even though it has been a very slow push. Just been getting caught out of position. Inject will miss their shot with the scope. He's forced to jump down. He's been spotted. He takes 1 pot shot. It hits no one. Ecstasy jumps up and drops him just as Darius comes around for some backdoor fun. Brings it 2-1 on the Ozgamer scoreboard here, Arsey.
Yeah, you don't expect the shots to be incredibly fantastic, but you know, you at least expect him to hit one of those 2 shots from down deep there, and he missed out on both, and as a result, no chance for him to survive. Duros is going to take a good scope shot to grab himself a kill early on in the round. Ecstasy will already, that's the triple 2C will get dropped as well. Courtesy of the Cracks man as Ecstasy proper rocks on into Statue and gets dumped by the Doc, so it's going to be a 4v3 situation, endless with the upper hand at this stage. So now we're just watching the J-Merc here, see what he can do. He reckons there's somebody coming through. He's got the right idea. Somebody is coming through CAF. They stayed well hidden. Where are they? In fact, it'll be that man once again hiding down low. So let's see. Let's rock on through, and there he is, reloaded, rocking on the floor of the cafe. Anyway, shots go ring out. J-Merc tries to wallbang him as he comes around the corner and says, hello, how you going, how's your father? Reload, cops a couple of bullets, but nothing that's really going to bother him as in the background, one more player goes down from the Dino boys. It'll be a 3v2 situation now as Duros takes out Cracks in the background. So it's all left up to Reloaded. This man on screen, the Doc, who's got the suicide bins. Inject, let's see if we can find out where he is. There's Reloaded, he's inside the statue area, and Inject is up at Butcher's. So they're all trying to work out where the 2 players remaining are. Duros gets taken down, so it's all left up to J-Merc, and he is coming slowly through. He takes out the first, takes out the second, hold the phone blocker, as he's going to leave the scope of V1 type of situation. J-Merc's going to get that bomb plant down, is he? Yes, he is. As Inject goes around the front side, he's got a better option there with the scope in hand. So, as hold the phone, the nade was a very, very good one, wasn't it? It was a very, very good one, just wasn't quite there. And the refuge behind the bomb was what he took, and well done to him in the end. And Inject, let's see what he's going to get up to here. He's got himself an AK, takes a shot, J-Merc with a huge one. And that is massive. 2 rounds apiece on the Ozgamer scoreboard. Big 3v1 clutch in the SYF Cup.
Absolutely massive. Only 4 rounds in as well. It goes 2-2, and the Dino boys put them back in the put themselves back in the picture at the moment. We've got the rush on the court. XC will take down Doc. That's the danger man down for Endless as well. Inject will take down Ecstasy, so it's already down to 4-4 for both teams here at the moment. It is going to be X2 with the bomb just hanging around. Really not wanting to push forward. Chance will take down J-Merc, so he'll have no further chime in for this round. Ruckies will take down Chances. He's in that 3-door area. And rightfully going to get around the mechanical, out of the mechanical building, which really serves no purpose in this game, Arsey. It's such a pointless building, wouldn't you say?
Let's not get into Arseynimz mechanics, alright? Let's not do that. Because that's just going to end in me having a rant. And I'll probably come to that when somebody uses it. So let's save that for later. 3v3 situation. Make that 3v2.
Alright, Arsey remembers. Next time on Arsey remembers.
You dirty bugger.
It's going to be a 3-on-2 situation. 3-on-2 situation, a 1-man advantage in favour of the Endless boys. So let's do a slow push over towards the A. We've got one in around the taps area that is going to be reloaded. He's going to throw the flash out, get into a better position, but X2 will dump him flat on his ass, bring it to a 2-on-2 situation. As they are coming forward, they're trying to make the best of the situation. We've got Cracks coming for a bit of backdoor action, making a bit of noise in the process as well. He's been spotted Ruckius, and he's just cat and mousing. just waiting to spot him as well. He gets the upper hand, tags up Cracks. He goes for the jump, and it wasn't a good one. So Rockies will claim the frag there. X2 will get the final one on Inject, and that was better there from the Dino boys, Arsie.
Yeah, 3 rounds to 2 now in the Oz Gamer scoreboard. Dino coming back nicely with a couple of good kills. A couple of good rounds there, courtesy of the 3v1 clutch from J-Merc. I'm still loving that little piece of action that we got from him there. So GG to that young man as we roll on into the next man. J-Merc's gone round backdoor styles. X222C rocks into 3-door. Ecstasy and Ruckius, in fact, with support from 222C now to start to push across. Bang! 1-2 down. Chance and Doc team up, and they remove the front of Strike household that started to push on through. Ecstasy, that man from the CGI, he reminds us consummately. Let's see if he can pick his game up and start to prove it as Durrows takes out the Chance man, and they finally get their first kill on the Endless boys as J-Merc grabs the second. It'll be a 3v3 situation now. Ecstasy showing patience inside of the front of Statue, now pushing across. Let's see what he's going to get infected with. It's going to be the Inject, in fact. No, he's going to turn around and bail out of that option as some shots go down from his support player at the cross. He's got 2 players in front of him. If he wants to start spamming through the wall right behind him, he'd probably be a good idea, but a little bit too late on the uptake. Lots of room, lots of noise as the 2 players hit across towards Butcher's. Ecstasy shots are a good one. He'll take out the first kill as Durrows takes out the second one, so now it's going to be left up to reload. A great teamwork here from the point of view of the Dino boys. Endless suffering hard as Ecstasy gets taken out just at the wrong time, the wrong place, and then J-Merc will finish the round for the boys from Dino. Great teamwork round there, dude. They came back from a 5v3 situation to win it with 2 still left standing, so not a bad little effort. 4 rounds to 2 on the Oz Gamer scoreboard.
4 rounds to 2 indeed. So half the first half gone. Of course, now for round 12. As we head into the some of the later games in this here competition, I believe we've got the semi-final next. The winner will take on, I think it's IOV, Icon of Valor, or something like that. Anyway, from
God,
SGL.
let's not start
I believe
that
they're
again.
showing in that team. Let's not start that indeed, man. Still a 5-1-5.
Vaginality. Whoa. Yeah, no, I'm going to fucking do it.
Virginity?
Vaginity. Whoa. Can you say vagina on a cast? Actually, can you? That's a good question, isn't it? It's not really a rude word, but it's not like a word you'd probably say. Probably shouldn't. Vagina.
Explosives planted.
Oh, that Arsie. 3-on-1.
Later when Arsie remembers
going to be the only
what a
one
vagina was. Oh dear.
5-2 goes by the Oz Gamer scoreboard.
Looking at the Oz Gamer scoreboard, J-Merc, he's picked himself up 9 kills. Chance has just ticked along, not really added to that rush of 6-0 that he went out to right at the early stages, so he's on 8-5 at the moment, so that makes him 2-5 for the last 5 rounds, so BL to him. And now we rock and roll on out here. Shots go ringing out nice and early. Inject's going to grab himself a kill up through the mid into Durrows, who also took down a player. Ruckius and X222C crapping tags from the scope, but not able to take them down as Ecstasy proper. He takes the shots over towards that dodgy palm area. Can't quite take out the player who's there. He is stuck, trapped, cornered in that little area and will not be coming out alive. If Ecstasy has anything to do with it. He pushes across towards the scope. Butchers does beautifully across the top of Suicide Fins. And then he'll turn around and use the deagle with fantastic effect. That is CGI material, ladies and gentlemen, and that is what they're paying him the big bucks for, if they in fact are. Shots from Ecstasy once again, a good one as Cracks is coming through from the backdoor position down that spawn driveway. And he waits as he smoked the player up. Shot's going to rattle out now. Ruckius take the shots, take off the player's head. He doesn't do so. Cracks gets a chance to shoot on over to the garage wall. And now he'll rock around the corner, have a look over towards, no, nothing in fact. He's got himself in a rock and a hard place here, B-Ray. I don't know which way he's going to go to get out of it, and he doesn't either, so he takes the kill, takes the death, and that'll be the end of the round. 6 rounds to 2 on the Oz Gamer scoreboard. 6 for the offensive side. The Dino boys will be bloody happy, dude.
Oh, Dino boys would be unbelievably happy at the moment. It is a more defensively biased map. If they can go in, you know, I'm going to guess probably around 8-4 at the half. They'll be insanely happy with their efforts. Inject picks up one to kick off proceedings. It was, in fact, XTC on the receiving end. Their chance will take down the other X2C. And that will be a 5-on-3 situation now as play's going to slow down a bit. The Endless boys have got a nice little defense rocking around the A side. The 5's going to go through. little wall there. No one's going to be on the receiving end though, and Rocky is with the bomb in hand, just thinking about which way to go at this point in time. He's got 3 in around the A side. It's going to make it a bit difficult for him. J-Merc will take down Crack, so it's a 4-on-3 situation. Do they think about the rotate now, or are they simply just going to keep on testing this A side? They know that there are here we go. Let's just see which way. Is he going to go to the back? Is he going to go to the back? They're thinking about it. J-Merc looks like his duty's been done. I don't know why he's hanging around. Really not helping his team out here when they do, in fact, need it. But here we go. Yeah, the rotate is going to be pulled out at this point in time. J-Merc obviously feeling a bit comfortable with this position at the moment. Darrows will take down Chance. This is a good little comeback. This is a... Here we go, 3-on-3. This is when it gets down to the business end. Little ticket started, so only 27 seconds remaining in this round. They've got to get a bit of a move on here, and Rocky is coming around the back, just about to pass gas station now. The smoke will plume over all this B side. The Endless Boys is kind of standing around, twiddling their thumbs, not really knowing what the hell to do. And there we go, Darrows gets the drop onto Doc. I don't know how Doc missed that, but he did. Reloaded will take down Darrows, so that's going to be a 2-on-2. The bomb does get planted. Rocky will be the one who did so, and J-Merc spots inject running back, so all he has to do is just fall back now and try and defend what he can. J-Merc pops a few tags, spots one jumping across over towards the front of Butcher. He'll pull back. He's just going to hang around now, waiting for some bugs, and Rockius as well. This is a little game of cat and mouse at the moment with 23 seconds left on the clock.
Time's on their side though, isn't it?
All they have to do is... That's it. They're really just wiggling him down. Inject! Oh! The car bomb and the jump around the corner. Massive plays there from the Endless Boys and brings it to 6-3. I'm speechless.
By their reaction, I think that was a gunfire car explosion. So the car had been set on fire and it just exploded randomly next to the player. So obviously wasn't even looking at the fact it was on fire. I don't even know. I guess that shit just happens. J-Merc's nade is a good one as it rolls out and the reloaded man is on the opposite end of it. I was going to say previously as well, dude, and it happened in your round. It hasn't quite happened in this round, but there you go, inject. He's grabbing a kill every round. He's making an impact every round. Duro's finally getting the scope on its mark. He'll take out Chance. Good kill to grab as well, and it turns into a 3v2 situation. Ecstasy and Duro's still standing for the Dino boys. Oh, look at that. Duro's takes out Doc, who was just looking to backdoor Ecstasy, so good work there from the two teammates. Smoke goes up at the statue cross. He rolls on through, grabs himself the bomb, does the Ecstasy, and now he's going to push on over to the bomb site and give himself a plant. Cracks is in a good position to make a push through on suicide bin as he sends his teammate, the Inject man, round to the far side. So that is a good move from him. Inject starts to poke. He has a look down, thinks he sees somebody, takes a random scope shot. Now they know where he is, and the player is coming out from behind bins. Behind sandbags, and Darrow's taken down there by Inject as the bomb goes down from Ecstasy. He'll take out the first target. That's Cracks. Now he's just got one to take down. He knows exactly where he's coming from, given his teammate got taken out over that side, and he starts to crawl over the low wall, and his SMGing is still stunning. Go the Ecstasy as he grabs the advantage for his team in that first half. 7 rounds to 3, 2 to go on the OzGamers scoreboard.
Apparently this is FaZe playing his Ecstasy as well, so shout out to the man.
Yeah, I think FaZe is X222C, I think. I'm not sure though.
I'll have to get confirmation on that. Anyway, it's going to be 7-3 in the OzGamers scoreboard. The Dino team take the lead here. Ecstasy and Ecstasy double teams to take down a player each. Ecstasy goes double the Unsies, and there we go. His partner in crime will take down the next. The rush was a good one, and that is just going to leave Cracks all on his lonesome, wondering where the hell his teammates have gone. X2C will drop him, and that was literally just all Ecstasy around there. Arseynimz?
There you go. There's the answer. So Ecstasy... Too slow, faggots. Too slow. Ecstasy proper answers and X222C, so I was right. I'm pretty sure FaZe is X222C, so if anybody wants to confirm that for me, that would be bloody great. Yeah, there you go. Sean Parks to you. Ecstasy in the house. So Ecstasy proper has tagged up properly, which is good to see, so that keeps things nice and steady for us. If you want to shout out, make sure you just fire the B-Ray or myself a yell. I think B-Ray's on XY. You on XY, dude?
I'm on XY, man.
There we go. I've also got the Twitter open, and I'm sure Vero's got all manner of other things open, including the various threads around the city. So it is 8 rounds to 3 on the OzGamers scoreboard. Of course, make sure you're liking Gamestah on Facebook, and also give us a bit of a follow on Twitter if you can do. Well, you've got 5 seconds up your sleeve. We'll wait for J-Merc to make a move here as he starts to push into the back of B. He's got a player up the top of Butcher, so he's going to have to be a little bit careful about that. But there's also players, one looks like Suicide Bins or that double palms, and then the other one looks like they could be in Garage. So this is not a bad setup here from Endless, but they're just got to be careful not to lose that one player. So and that's exactly what they're looking like they're doing. They're bunched up around Suicide Bins, double palms area. So J-Merc is up the top. He could grab himself 2 quick and easy kills here. He hears a little bit of noise. Player goes down into that little sharp alley down the back. Takes some shots down towards where the players could be, does the J-Merc. Nothing really picked up at this stage. And in the end, he's hammered. Good work from Inject as he got the right angle to take him down. And it'll be 8 rounds to 4 at the halftime break. Good piece of work there from Endless. They were in funny positions, but good positions as it turned out, because they were covering each other's ass all the way along the way. So not a bad little halftime score if you're a Dino fan, dude. But pretty sad state of affairs on defense to grab 4 rounds for Endless.
That's it, and they did need to grab a lot more. This is a slightly defensively biased map, and you just feel that the Dino team will really make them pay for it now that they are on the defensive. But we're going to be underway and rolling, so I'm going to be following the Ecstasy man. I want to see what kind of rush he does. You just saw him in the muck around warm-up period, dodging all kind of nades. He's failed to jump onto the bins, but he's managed to dodge every single nade possible at this point in time. Chance will take down X2C to get the first kill. And Ecstasy jumps forward. Down goes Chance. That's a good little push there by the man, but there we go. Reloaded, pushing straight through mid. He had no support up with him, and he's they paid the ultimate price there. Doc has got a nice rush over towards the A side. Is a nade going to come out? I don't think it is. They're stuck in a 4-on-3 situation. The bomb's gone down. A lot of the Dino boys are just clustering around this palm in mid area, and really not offering Ecstasy. They didn't offer Ecstasy support. And there we go, the baiting call coming out, rightfully so. I know there's someone in Tokmak. Are they going to try for it? Just happy to let him sit there for the moment. Reload will take down Daro. He's looking more and more. Here we go, Ruckus. He's going to go straight up. He spots one. Down he goes. He jumps straight down. Is he going to try for the next player? He sees someone, but he will get dropped. And that is going to be 8-5 in the Oz Gaming scoreboard. A good first round of the half there for the Endless boys. Hopefully the
Ruckus is actually guilty there of top micking. Now, I know he was on the defensive side, but he's gone kill hunting. So you leave that guy on top mic alone. He's a waste of freaking time other than the planter. But when you're in a 3v2 situation, concentrate on those 2 picks that are down low. That guy is easy to avoid up in that top mic spot. And you know, he just got himself cornered in that situation. Zinjek takes out Ruckus down through that mid area just as one of the teammates there of Endless got taken out as well. Endless has now got themselves into a 4v2 situation. Doc has got the bomb in hand out the back of Marketplace. He pushes through, takes out Duro, so it's going to be glitch. So it'll be phase V2, phase V4 in fact. Let's see if we can find the young man. And there he is. He takes out one up top of Flower. No, that's up top of... Why are they kill hunting? Seriously. Seriously, why? Why would you go up there? So now they know exactly where he is, and he's got to make a move across towards B site. So he's going to get cut down at the cross here, I'm sure. Nope, they've got no cover on the cross. So they've got a player up in Butchers, they've got a player down back in Marketplace, and they've got a player up top of Flower. So funny old positions, very distant positioning, but with an SMG in hand, yeah, he's pretty much screwed. So making a lot of noise along the way, copping a whole lot of heat now as he enters into the Marketplace, and it'll be 8 rounds to 6 on the Ozgamer scoreboard. The players from Endless here will be happy with their 2 rounds on offense, dude, that they've just picked up. So yeah, full credit to them, going well.
Yeah, they bring the deficit just back to 2 now, and they'll be looking at a team at the moment. It was a good P push there last round. Looks like they're going to be going a slower A at the moment than Age. Will come though on Inject, close to death there. Actually, an X2C phase rather team up there, take down 2 of the players, and bring it down to a 5-on-3. And there we go, FaZe and Ecstasy doing the damage once again. They each pick themselves up a double kill. It is going to be a FaZe trying for his 3rd. He gets a flashbang out. He jumps around, and there goes Crack. So it is going to be the 6 vs 9 situation to this point in time on the Ozgamer scoreboard, and the Dino boys pick up their first round on the defensive side here.
Yeah, for those who didn't know, 69 is B-Ray's favourite number, because I'll stop there actually. It's a 5v5 situation after all the initial nade forays have gone out. I could get more trouble than just saying vagina on here, that's the problem, you see. Anyway, as we follow the J-Merc, he's just keeping an eye on the backdoor action, but speaking of 69's backdoor, Reloaded and Ecstasy, the 2 players to go down so far. Turn it up! Turn it up. Ruckus takes the shot. See, that's a much better way to play the player in top mech as he takes the shots from down deep in Suicide Alley and grabs the player down. J-Merc and one other grab themselves a couple of kills, and it's going to be all left up to the Doc. He has one hell of a job to fix up here and certainly patch up for his team as one's coming towards him, and he will get snaffled. Ecstasy is the man who will grab the round for his team. 10 rounds to 6 on the Ozgamer scoreboard. Just a quick look at that Ozgamer scoreboard too, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it right there. Ecstasy proper. He has 19 and 9. He is CGI representing at the moment. X222C, that's the phase we understand. He is on 13 and 11. 13-10 for J-Merc and 12 and 10 for the Duros, 9 and 10 for Ruckius as he's got the negative deficit. But yeah, it's not the worst, but it's pretty sad looking on the opposite side for Endless as well, dude.
Cracks has really just had not a whole lot of good to put into this game. He sits on 5 for 15. That's just awful at this point in time. Dara and J-Merc double team though. They got a good little push going on there. MJack will take him down. Ecstasy comes forward. He'll take down a chance, and now it's a 3-on-2 situation. Now Cracks, he finally comes into the game. He'll take down one from Butcher, but he gets spotted. He's given his position away now, and he's just going to get banked all hell and back at this point in time. Darrows looks like he's going to be coming roaming. He's looking for this sniper. He knows he's around. Ecstasy waiting for a bit of a flanking maneuver at this point in time as they try and defend the site at the moment. It is going to be Darrow taking down Inject though. He jumps around, looks for the last man there. He knows he's in Butcher. Ecstasy though just rushes straight at him, takes him down. 11-6 goes away. The Ozgamer scoreboard. There are how many? That's 7 rounds remaining, and all of them need to be won by Endless if they want to win without going to overtime here. After.
Yeah, and that's always a tough one to beat, isn't it? You know, when you see your opposition get to 12 and you are so far behind, it's a real mental stopper.
Also,
yes.
I was going to say, Cuzzy is X2C, and FC is actually FaZe.
Wow, really? Really? We're doing that now? We're doing that now? We're taking up as idiots? Oh, dear.
Yep.
Explosives planted.
Oh, Cuzzy. We thought we knew you better, you little retard. Anyway, as we say that, 11 rounds to 7, Endless grabbed himself a fairly smart round. Top mech idiot down. It's well played, it's well said actually, really, isn't it? It's well said. Anyway, 11 rounds to 7 on the Ozgamer scoreboard as the Dino boys still well in command of a lead here. They've still got plenty of... take a chance at another spot. This is the only comments that are coming out, and it's starting to get along the lines of because Dino know they're in a good seat here, as Ecstasy, the player tagged up as Ecstasy, Cuzzy, as we now understand, is going in the wrong direction for anything. So let's see what happens here. Doc is sitting with the bomb out the back of Marketplace. He has one player inside of, as the Endless boys start to make a push towards B. It is not a very good push because the players who are going to make a move in that direction are all on their lonesome. Cracks takes out Ecstasy. It's going to make it a 3v2 situation now as X2C dumped by the Doc from down deep. And it'll be all left up to Duros with the scope in hand. Let's see what he can do as Inject is trying to fight him off. As be patient, Duros, be patient. They're ever so impatient, some of these snipers these days. But it is very interesting to see them play nonetheless. Baiting the player is... Oh, that is actually awesome. He just baited the player, but then absolutely snapped up by his opposite number. But that was quite classic. It's like, hey dude, hey dude, hey dude. And you did. 11 rounds to 8 on the Ozgamer scoreboard.
Absolute class there. Don't see it often in CoD4. Anyway, 8-11 goes away. 8-11 goes away. The Ozgamer scoreboard. Cars are going to be exploding everywhere. No one dying as of yet. We do have a Cuzzy doing a nice little push here. He takes down Reloader. That's a good start. There's another one back in mid street. It is Doc. What is he doing up there with a 74U? That is beyond me, but it worked. So 4-on-3 situation. One-man advantage. It wasn't top mech. He was right at the back of the street, with a submachine gun, just looking down at behind a car with a submachine gun.
That's awesome. Should just put him top mech with an SMG and see what he did. Or a shotgun, be done with it.
Would have had the
top
height
mech with a shotgun. I got this.
Explosives planted.
3-on-3 situation. Doc's going to get the bomb down. Chance will take down Ruckies. That's a one-man advantage to the Endless boys. They're going to be getting what looks like 3 in a row here at the moment. They've played this round quite well. We've got Darrows coming forward. He's picked up a 47. He's made a lot of noise in doing so. Chance will drop him. J-Merc is about to get dropped on his ass. And there we go. Chance will be the one to do it. I believe that's a 3 down for the young man. A good job there for him. That will take him up to 19 for 17. So good little comeback here at the moment from the Endless boys, Arthur.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to the Icons of Virginity and the KB. Of course, I am taking the piss. Icons of Valor. Is it Icons? I don't know. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I've actually probably confused myself now. Anyway, shout out to the KB. He is watching the stream, checking out the tactics to put up against the winning side from this match, of course, who Icons of Vanity are waiting to take on. Duros is going to give himself a kill, make it a 4v4 situation here. The scopes haven't really played too much of a part. Let's have a look at the scoreboard, the Ozgamer scoreboard. Inject 16 and 13. He's been solid, so he's just been consistent across the game. Duros 18 and 13, so much the same. Haven't really heard much from them other than a kill every now and then. I suppose you could say they're doing their job, but nothing really dominating as we can often sometimes expect from these players, especially on the map of Strike. Reloaded takes out Duros. So speaking of scopes, he is taken down, and it's going to mean that J-Merc, Ruckius are left to do the damage for the Dino side. This is the double figures round for Endless if they can pull it off, but they've still got a little bit of work to do. Reloaded's top butcher. Inject is starting to push into the A site with Chance, who is all the way over there as he heads to the mosque now and going to start the plant. J-Merc is going to be able to make a move. No, he's not, as Ruckius... He should have heard that, but he just didn't. Maybe he was a touch too far away. He thinks there's a player up in the top of Butchers there, has a quick look, can't see anybody floating around. As he has a good old look and poke around as Reloaded takes out J-Merc. Shots from Ruckius are not good ones, as he just struggles at the player, finally takes him down onto the back end of the spam from the AK-47. He tries his luck pushing Suicide Alley, and the bins are not his friend. 11 rounds to 10 on the Ozgamer scoreboard as he gets scoped up the back, and it'll be another round in favour of the Endless boys. The Dino guys pick up 3 rounds only so far in this half, so they're pretty much looking on the other side of the equation. You know, what is typically a defensively biased map, dude. The offense has ruled this evening so far.
Yeah, they're doing some really nice pushes here. Ruckius gets the round kicked off by taking down Chance. That's a good start. They want to capitalise on it. They haven't been able to finish the rounds off when they've been getting in good positions. Ecstasy will take down, Ecstasy, sorry, FaZe will take down Reloaded. That's going to be a 5-on-3 situation. Doc coming forward with the bomb in hand, heading over towards the A side. Duros will pick up cracks. That is a huge frag to pull. This is going to be pretty much round over at the moment. Both the Endless boys sitting around this B side, just waiting to push in.
Doc is going to walk into Death Alley in a minute if he walks into Marketplace like he's planning to.
Oh, look at that. He poked his head, saw one. Why did he go back?
What is he doing?
Why did he go back?
I'm not sure, but he obviously wants to die. They grab themselves a kill in the meantime as his teammate gets taken out. He takes out one. Hold the phone, B-Ray! He's going to get himself an open marketplace. He goes for the tick on the bomb site. Baits out another 1v1 situation. What the fuck? Seriously, what? Seriously, what? He's got one player to take down as he looks around. Nobody at the back. In fact, where is the remaining players? I just quickly flick over to him here. He is hiding. So, X222C, that is FaZe, we understand. He is hiding in a little corner. Not the worst of manoeuvres to try and pull off. And if Doc gets his sprint on, he can get across to A, go for a plant. Yeah, here he goes. Here he goes. So he's got the jumps going, and here comes a plant. So that is good work from him. Oh, but FaZe has come across and he's seen him push across. Now he's just baiting with some shots. The bomb goes down as he gets a couple of taps onto the opposition. He'll recover it back with the sticky plasters in the back pocket. And now Doc is going to wait it out. He goes to the low wall. Doc! Oh, the spam wasn't good enough, and FaZe will get the round for his team. That is amazing work from Doc to get where he got to. And J-Merc says it all. Heart attack legit. That is a fantastic round for Endless, but just not quite good enough in the end. And there you go, 12 rounds to 10 on the Ozgamer scoreboard. It is now a match point. There's only a couple up their sleeve, though, from the previous multitude they had in the first half, B-Ray.
I think I figured out how they nearly lost that round. I don't think they thought he was retarded enough to come back into Marketplace. But he did. Yep. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, it is going to be cracks falling straight away. Doc will take down J-Merc. That's a 4-on-4 situation now as we enter the last 2 rounds of conventional play here. It's going to be a little bit of baiting going around. Ecstasy will take down, not Ecstasy, sorry. That is going to be FaZe taking down one. It's a 4-on-3 situation. The push is going to be a slow one over towards the B side. They've got their way in there pretty nicely. Ruckius will take down Reloaded. That's a 3-on-2. Smoke will plume over the B side. And now it is just going to be a bit of a flank behind. And FaZe looking to get into the jump, and he's not going to get it. He's going to go for a bit of backdoor. Doc will take down Ruckies. That's a 2-on-2. They're still committed to this B side. It is going to be FaZe coming forward. He's going to do a bit of a peek and a poke. He spots one, but the scope will be too good. Inject takes him down, and that is just going to leave Durrows on his own. He sees Inject, takes him down, and now surely he's going to try and get a plant down. He hears a tickle on the side. Is he just going to run and gun it? He sees him. Is he going for a run? He's not game enough, is he really? He is, and he makes it. So now it is literally going to be a repeat of last round, essentially. Ooh, that's awkward. I don't think he heard the tickle on the side, Arsey. He didn't hear the tickle on the side, and now he's literally just going to be playing the catch-up game here. He's run forward at the moment. Oh, this is tense. He's may actually see him proning. Is he going to go? Oh, beautiful from Doc. There we go. Beautiful way to end the round. It brings it to 12-11. 1 round remaining. It's either going to be a draw and we go into overtime, or Dino walk away with a win.
Yeah, indeed. And Dino would probably be really kicking themselves in the arse right about now, because they've done nothing good in the second half. They've really struggled on the on the defensive side, which, as I've said before, typically the more easily swept upside, but not on this occasion. They're going for a hard push over towards B. It's in fact slowed down as they've hit the plant shop, and they've slowed the two players coming through from there. Doc is going to pick around the corner, get hit by J-Mick. I've just got the bird's eye view going at the moment, B-Ray, and yeah, not much defense at B. If Doc can get that pick on J-Mick, then things are going to open right up. Inject takes out J-Mick, so that's good from him, but Ruckius and Duros are still right down the back there by Spawn, so Ruckius is going to go around the corner by the looks of it. Let's see if we can find him as he goes upstairs. In fact, he was seen by Ecstasy. Sorry, no, Ecstasy's on the same side. So they've got some good coverage here, in fact, do the boys from Dino, but they've just lost in numbers. It's going to be a 4v3 situation. Make that a 3v3 situation. Make that a 3v2 as Ecstasy takes one and then Inject takes Duros. So it'll be 2-3 players inside of the B site. Ruckius just heading out towards the back veranda. He pokes his head out the side, seeing if he can find a kill. Chucks some spray down towards the archway, can't quite take the player as he's now left on his lonesome. He's got the player over at the bomb site. He goes around the corner, baits and gets baited out himself by the bomb plant, and that was a GG indeed. 12 rounds apiece on the Ozgamer scoreboard. 26 for Ecstasy, that is the player is Cuzzy, in fact 23 for Chance, 20 for Durrows, and 22 for Inject. So the scopes did appear in the top 2 in the end, B-Ray, but yeah, more importantly, dude, OT.
Overtime, I know there was another game set to kick off about now, but that looks like it's going to be pushed back. We're going to be into overtime, for those not familiar with how CG works, or what a lot of other ladders seem to pick up nowadays. Basically, we have map round 3 until a winner is decided, so it's going to be interesting here, Ross.
Yeah, it is.
Obviously,
in the meantime,
going to be with the Manly.
In the meantime, let's talk about the finals. How's the finals going to work? You said there might be something special up their sleeves or something. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't listening.
All right. Well, the next game is going to be just a best of 1, but basically what it is knife for a map or a side, and then let the other team choose it. The other one that wasn't chosen. So
what?
Basically, it comes down to the knife round.
What?
So basically, next map, whoever wins this one, it takes on icons of Valhalla, whatever they
Virginity.
are. It'll be a knife round. Whoever wins the knife round either gets to choose a map or a side. And the other side gets to choose the other one that wasn't chosen. And it's only a best of 1 map. So you'd be mad not to take the map.
Okay. I suppose it puts pressure on, from both the knife round as well as the game. But, I don't think you should really have a game decided by a knife round, as much as I'm sure. I don't know. Anyway, shit happens. It's just a knife round. It in the end, it could be just the same as a coin toss. At least there's a little bit of extra skill involved with a knife round, I suppose you could argue. Nonetheless, it will be 8 rounds
Flying
to 4
V, man,
each way. Flying V. That's right. Flying frickin' V. Presto's got it on the money, doesn't he? Anyway, it was 8 rounds to 4 either way, dude. So it was Attack winning the night so far, and it'll be interesting to see how that changes for the overtime situation. And it's you literally could throw a tissue over these two sides, couldn't you? Quite literally.
I'd say they both played superbly. I'm going. It's hard to say. I think that the Endless boys have a lot of really good rushes, and they really caught the sorry, not the Endless, the Dino boys off guard. But I think Dino really did throw it away in that second half. They mucked around, did a bit of random kill hunting just for lols. Really didn't buckle down, and that's why we're here in overtime.
Indeed, and shout out to the real Ecstasy, who says, yeah, I got some snapback lovers. But, you know, not that he's probably interested in them, but nonetheless, that's life, isn't it? That's life. You take the good with the bad, don't you? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, make sure if you've got a shout-out, fire it away to us on Twitter, Facebook, or any of the above. If you haven't added us, make sure you do, as a prerequisite, of course, and make sure you feel free to fire Vera and myself a yell as well. Inject off the mark straight away. He is certainly doing well. He grabs himself a second as well as the 222C man. That is FaZe, I think we decided. He grabs himself a kill, but it's going to be a 4v3 situation early on the rollout here. The Dino boys pushing to triple door here with J-Merc on screen. He's looking around to try and find that pick. That is a vital pick. They're doing some clever play here, the Dino boys. They're going for picks, which is very, very smart of them to do. They found another player inside of Bakery, and J-Merc is going to watch him. Not quick enough on the mouse one to take him out as he bailed out the back door, but he'll be able to get himself in a decent enough position. His teammate is coming across round to Flower. Let's see if we can find him. And as Cracks, who's the player who was bailing out there, has gone and hidden. So it's Duros with the scope in hand and the bomb. Interesting combination. Typically you wouldn't want your scope to have that bomb in hand, but let's see what he's going to do as he looks down towards Marketplace. Nothing, and Butcher, the player, is in fact just coming around the corner now. Will he see him? Will he peek, in fact, as Duros takes refuge in behind those two bins? Oh, there he is right next to him. Cracks gets a beagle to the back of the head as they both like, whoa, what are you doing there? Oh, all right, I'll shoot first. Boom. As now Duros with an AK in the bag. He throws a tickle on the B bomb site. He's got plenty of options available to him. J-Merc is covering the cross nicely. There's a player who should be coming over across to see him any second now. It is Doc. Reloaded! What the fuck? Reloaded literally walked past him. How did he not see him to his left-hand side? Anyway, Reloaded eventually took him down, and now it's spams away at the gay bin at Marketplace, and then he throws some smoke down onto the side. The player is down in the what you class as the better of the market stall hiding places. Some shots go out from Reloaded. He's got 20 seconds on the clock, so he has got time to have a little tay-to-tay with the player as he starts to have a look around. Finds some more shots from in behind the rubbish, from in behind the bomb site. Takes a the headshot was a good one. He must have tagged on the head there with the deagle in hand, and that was the one that took him down. Reloaded will get the defuse, and thank you, Mr. Announcer. 1-0 on the OzGamer scoreboard. You mad? He probably is mad because he was certainly in the box seat.
He was. He had that. I don't know how on earth he missed, but nevertheless, that'll be 1-0 in favour of Endless. If I could get another one. Yeah, it's going to be very, very hard here for the Dino boys to come back as we see Cracks get a little bit of the a lag going on there. Inject just kind of double backing here, which is an interesting decision as the defense is more focused over towards the A side, and rightfully so. They're just hanging around for it. The man with the bomb is, of course, Rocky is. Now we've got Doc as well. He got a bit of CI, but he's back. He's back in the action now. He's rocking on forward. Still a 5-on-5 situation. He comes forward, and Ecstasy or FaZe will take down Doc. Leaving on a 5-1-4. There we go. It is going to be FaZe. Sorry, that's going to be Cuzzy taking down Chance. Cracks will get one back on him, though. That's still a 4-on-2 situation in favour. Still have Dino. J-Merc will take down Cracks. Inject is going to be the last man left alive. He's going to throw the Hail Mary nade. It is a good one as well. The bomb gets planted, but the nade was just a little bit off in that instance. So still a 4-on-1 situation. It is going to be Inject just wandering around with the scope, making a lot of noise. Jumps up, and there we go. Duros with the scope will take him down.
Oh, that was a great shot from Duros. He saw the player's head bob above next to that the double palms. I'll just show everybody right now. He was just next to this palm here, and he bobbed his head up, and then Duros saw him duck back down again, so he took the wall bang shot, and yep, that wall is not good enough to stop 400 hit points of damage from a scope. And down you go, son. That was the end of the round, and it went in favour of Dino. So 1 round apiece on the OzGamer scoreboard. We're now on a 5-on-3 player count here with Dino looking on the wrong end of this. MR3 is what we're playing right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are in overtime, of course. It went 8-4 each way in standard time for the two teams when they were on the offensive side. So now we have flicked ourselves across to the little MR3. So it'll be first to 4 wins, of course, and it is a best of 6 rounds. So we're just watching some players get themselves set up. They both know they need this round to give them a bonus, or at least a kickstart into the second half. And in particular, Dino know if they can pick it up, even though they're in a bit of a cruddy position at the moment. They've come back from situations like this, and that's why they're taking their time. That's why they're just looking around. That's why J-Merc is being very cautious right here. He's found a player in Garage. He'll take him down. That's Doc gone. So now they're going to have to look for another. Not to be the case. Duros opens himself too much. Inject grabs J-Merc from 3-door. The middle one was where he was at. And Ruckius is going to get caught in a whole world of hurt, and he is taken down from out the front of Strike's statue area. So there you go, a whole host of players joining the fun there and showing what they're made of. And in the end, you could throw a tissue over every single one of them. 3s and 2s, and Ruckius with nothing. But shout out to the Ruckius. I'm sure he'll try and amend that. So 2 rounds to 1 on the Ozgamer Scoreboard, dude, in favour of Endless. And now they switch across to the harder offensive side. So all of a sudden, we're finally sorted out Strikers how it's meant to be played as they hard push B.
It's going to be an offer to B pusher at the moment. Doc with the bomb in hand, leading the charge. It is going to be FaZe double downing. Kazi, sorry, he gets reloaded, he gets cracked. So that's going to be a 5-1-3 situation. Good work by the man. Inject will take down Kazi finally. Now we've got J-Merc, sorry, just watching. He's watching. He can get some beautiful peeks here if he waits long enough, but they're going to go the way of Butcher. And it is Doc with the bomb in hand. He's just waiting, looking around at the moment. Can't really see anyone. His partner in crime's making a bit of noise. I think that the Dino boys know exactly what's coming. Ecstasy, not the best position. Darrow's in scope in hand. Just looking around, Chance spots him, but luckily gets on out of dodge. So he's given his position away now, and Inject we thought he heard someone in Butcher, but not to be the case. They've really slowed play down now. They know they're in a good position here. They've given them time though to get the rotate on. Darrow's just waiting for anyone to poke in around 3-door. I don't think he's going to be rewarded at this point. J-Merc will take down Doc on the back door. Big play there from J-Merc. They are letting him know this B side is not open. Ruckius will get his first kill for the overtime period. Take down Chance. So now Inject is the last man left alive, and J-Merc takes him down.
Yeah,
so 2-2 goes by the Ozgamer scoreboard. Good stuff there. Yeah,
J-Merc in the right position there, dude. He was patient once again, and that's what I'm enjoying about these Dino boys. They are showing patience at the right times, and I think they've probably just had a little bit of a word in each other's head and said, dudes, stick with it, take your time, and that's exactly what they're doing. They threw away their defensive half in regular time, and now they're trying to make up for it. So they've got 2 more rounds to try and pick up both of these sides. It is literally everybody in the same position. Ecstasy, that is the player, Kazi, in fact, who's tagged up as Ecstasy. He tries to take out the man who's coming through Cafe, fails to do so, as it is 4-on-4 situation. Shots from Kazi are good ones as he grabs a tag. Players pushing over towards the A side hard and fast. The bomb will go down there in just a second.
Explosives planted.
Oh, and I've just been given the word from Presto. God bless you, Presto. You're a top little bloke with an electric hairstyle. Shots from Ecstasy, who is in fact, now I'm informed, Moors. I'm actually just going to start calling them retarded. So Moors, retarded, is taking some shot on the player at Statue, who is still in and around there. And now the players from Dino just getting stuck as, here we go, Moors now takes a shot and he grabs the kill onto Inject. He tries the hip fire on Reloaded, who was hiding in Gamestah, and he won't be able to take care of him. Duros will take him, get taken out by Cracks and Frat out the front door of A site, and it will be done and dusted. That round, 3 rounds to 2 on the Ozgamer scoreboard. There is Endless with a match point up their sleeve, and the Dino boys with the defensive side hoping that they can stretch it out to second OT. Oh, just to confirm, dude, just to confirm, J-Merc is FaZe, X222C is Kazi, Ruckius is Stalk, Durrows is Durrows, and Moors is Ecstasy. So, well, sorry, Ecstasy is Moors.
I honestly...
So if
I can barely remember what day it is.
I know. So if you want to call them retarded, feel free, is the moral of that story. 3-on-2 situation, Dino have the advantage.
Retard 1, retard 2. They do indeed at the moment. We could be going to another overtime here. The Endless boys pretty much have to go to plan B at this point in time. Crux is going to be the one who's had to lift this up for his team. There are two in around the B side, just hanging around that scope building, and the other one just over near that single palm area. That is, of course, going to be Moors or Ecstasy. Just hanging around, looking around, trying to get a player, but he's not being rewarded with any kind of peaks at the moment. He costs a bit of taggage from that man in around statue. That is, of course, going to be Crux. He's got his partner in crime. That is Chance coming to join him as well. They're coming forward. There's one in around the suicide bins area. That is, of course, Darrows with the scope in hand. So he'll get the peak if need be. Morse is hanging around as well. J-Merc is coming up to join the fray as well. As they realise they're just taking too long, Chance comes around, drops Moors on his ass, and now the bomb. Oh, J-Merc flies in like Batman to save the day. The bomb is down. I think he knows it.
No!
Oh! Second OT. Oh, second OT.
Herp's gonna do it. Shout out to KB for being a retard. Lots of love from Pistol. Shout out to KB for having to get up at 4 in the morning. Lots of love from Arsey. Shout out to Presto for once again giving us all the player names. Just because we can. That's all. Carry on. Nothing to see here.
I'm lonely. I've got no shout-outs. Everyone's going to ready on up and get on into it. Doris looks like he's still yet to choose a side, as looks like the players are happy.
What's the plan, dude? Are these
attack going to be taken?
Oh no, I've got the spreadsheet here. All right. So what we've got next? We've got well, supposedly 20 minutes ago. We were supposed to have started the other final. That may be actually my fault, but well, actually no. Now it's the players' fault for going into OT, isn't it? So it's not my fault at all. Anyway, and then tomorrow night it's final time. 7:30 they've got it scheduled for, and it's a best of 3. But I'm going to see if we can push that out to 10 o'clock. Oh, sorry, to 8 o'clock, because that will work better if we can do that. If not, I'll probably won't be here till 8 o'clock.
It won't be on Tuesday anyway, just to confirm. There'll be nothing on tomorrow anyway. Spud pretty much said that both teams can't make tomorrow.
Oh, that's a shame.
So it's pretty much just going to be work around there.
Shout out to Gumby for wanting me to do a naked handstand. I think he's doing it wrong. Not sure. Anyway, double OT. So we're into second OT, the B-Ray. It is, of course, the two teams, Endless versus Snapback Crew / retards / Dino is what they've come out here on the day known as. And the regular time was 8 rounds to 4 on the offensive side for the team from Dino. Regular time second half was 8 rounds to 4 in favour of Endless, and we went to to overtime, then 3 rounds apiece in the overtime, and that leads us to right where we are now in a 3v3 situation. Inject's taking out Durrows, his opposite number, and on the offensive side is in the hands of the Dino boys. Take it away.
Yeah, it is going to be Inject picking up J-Merc. He just stayed there too long. Brings down to a 2-on-2 situation. And Inject, he's gotten 3 for the round so far. He's just sitting in this scope building, wreaking absolute havoc. But here we go. Cuzzy just coming out at the moment, coming out of his little hidey hole. The bomb's a million miles away, so he's going frag hunting. He's spotted that last player. What's Inject going to do? He's going to hang around for him. Is he going to get the scope out? He's run back, so he's going to choose to bail out. Not the best of moves, but I think Tom's going to be his own worst enemy here. As we see, it is going to be a flashbang go out. To no real avail, though. And Inject, he's got a nade. He's just waiting at the moment. And there we go, the nade, the Hail Mary nade goes out. It's a million miles away, though. It will hit absolutely no one. And now he's just going to have to force himself up and Inject with the headshot. That is a 4 down and a good way to start the second OT here, Arsey.
Yes, indeed. I'm just sorry. I was just on Twitter. Shout out to Avant Garde boys, and Ironic is gay. Next time you got to tag me, dudes, at Arseynimz on Twitter. At Arseynimz. Are you on Twitter, B-Ray? Nope. Anyway, shout out to those boys, and I think that's yeah. Anyway, there we go. So first round goes in favour of Endless, and quite rightly put me Rose. The shots now from Ecstasy, the player tagging up as Ecstasy, that is Moors, as he rocks on into Statue, takes out one, but then gets dumped by Chance. It'll be a 4v3 situation here as J-Merc, Ruckus, and Duro still stand, and he mad. is the short version of what's on your screen right now. As we watch J-Merc to wait and see if he's going to pop on out here. He's not going to at the moment. That is FaZe, of course, tagging up as J-Merc, ladies and gentlemen, just to remind you of that. Doc takes out Duros. It's going to be a 3v2 situation here. They want one more pick. They're not going to get it because Inject is going to take out J-Merc. So it'll be all left to Ruckius. And he is, of course, Stork. So Stork is the man left alive. Look at Doc. He's up topside. Dude's got himself on top of the vending machines, y'all. So he's just happy sitting up top as Ruckius heads across towards B. He'll take out the scope as, in fact, Stork, I should say, as now he's got the B side all on his lonesome. Is he got a player chasing him? Not yet. Chance goes suicide bins. Doc goes front of a statue, and they'll push around the side. Chance's shots are good ones as the tickle on the bomb site starts to happen now. And now we wait. Stalker's going to wait it out again. He's going to have to tickle again as the player's gone around behind him. He probably doesn't realise that Chance just needs to pop out the corner and he'll have himself a kill, and he will oblige. Bomb goes down, so they'll get some bonus points, but 2-0 on the Gamestah scoreboard in favour of Endless. So a good little round from them, dude, and they'll be happy right now that they've grabbed themselves a second.
Good work at the moment by the Endless boys. They've gone 2-0 up. If they can get this third, you can pretty much write the second half off. It's going to require a monster effort from the Dino boys to bring it back. But the early nerdy nades are flying. No one is going to fall straight away as a smoke is starting to plume now as Marketplace. Cracks is still looking to a bit of backdoor. Ecstasy will come forward. He'll take down Reloaded. And there we go. Docs will take down X2. Who was that again? I think that's... No, it's not FaZe. I've completely forgotten. It's Cuzzy, I believe. That's going to be a 4-on-4 situation now. Play slow down. They've gotten themselves in good position here. Doc will take down Ruckius. That is a huge break. A pixel shot from Doc was a good one. Chance to take down Ecstasy. This is looking more and more like it's going to head to a 3-3 at this point in time. 4-on-2 situation now. The man with the bomb is going to be no one. That bomb is going to be in around just outside that mech area in towards mid-statue. Inject will take down J-Merc. Durrows is pretty much left alone to take down 4 of the players with the scope in hand. It doesn't look likely, but he's going to give it his best effort here, old chaps, and he's just going to backpedal a bit, try and get the peaks at the moment, just wait for him. No, he's finally deciding to make a move for it. He gets spotted by Chance from Statue, and that is going to end it 3-zip of the first half of overtime, and I can't see him coming back from this last one.
No, you are right. Shout out to Classic for getting it wrong again when he... Anyway. Oh, but they're waiting for me to ready up. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, quitting cut after this is his Doros as he gets taken down out the back there. It is going to be 6-1 for Inject. His start of round scoping has actually been quite impressive, so let's see if he's got anything up his sleeve here. As he rolls down the hill, he's going to nade it up. Yes, he is. Fires it down towards the cross, so that one will be a big nade. It won't be a smoke because his teammates take care of that. X2C, that's FaZe, grabs 1 and then 2. So he's going to make sure his team get in the game second half here. Boom! Inject scope was a half pipe. Either way, it was good. And you saw it there on GTV, ladies and gentlemen, as Inject takes another! He's having a ball here at the back of B. Grabs himself 2 big scope shots, half scoped, in fact they were, as he was just getting the aim on. And he can't hit the barn door from right in front of him as J-Merc takes out the dock. And it's going to be all left up to Inject to pull off something magical here for his team. As he waits out. Yeah, Duros is going, what the? As a shot from Inject isn't a good one. Inject waiting for a player to come around the corner to say hello to him, but nobody's going to oblige at this stage, and he will get, in the end, smashed by J-Merc. And that is, as I look to my Presto guide to who Dino are, that is FaZe. So there you go. It is 3 rounds to 1 on the Gamestah scoreboard. GG to the boys from Dino for getting that round on the board. They've got 2 more to pick on up to make sure they can go to a triple OT and give themselves a chance to actually win the match.
2 more big rounds of what is required here on the map of Strike. It's turned into the longest, I believe, we've seen in this Call of Duty 4 SYF Cup. We've got Ecstasy, or rather Moore, taking down the first kill. Doc will take down Moore's retaliation. That's 4-on-4 as a play is going to head over towards the A site. That is Doc with the bomb in hand. He's let a few shots off to let the players know he is. Look at that. We've got 3 clustering in around this back area. To be fair, Inject is with the scope. He's just looking to get a peek and a poke. And
the shot was a good one, wasn't it?
Alive. I don't know why they aren't. It was good.
Oh, here we go.
Game of CoD4.
Oh. God damn it, Inject.
Oh.
He's pulling off some decent shots as, who's that? J Merc. Who's that? That was FaZe, wasn't it? He's getting a couple of quick kills there. It's going to make it more difficult for Endless, but it's going to be good news for Dino in terms of the rest of the rounds, dude. So, oh! There we go. Inject snapping up ahead.
A beautiful head of that as well. He got it down. That's a 3-on-2 situation. And just one-man advantage at the moment. Darrows will take down Inject. And now Reloaded has to finish it off. I don't think he's going to be able to. And this is going to be 3-2. There we go. Darrows gets a 3 down for the round. And bring it to 3-2. So this is the ultimate round. A win. If a win goes to Endless, we will be going to a third overtime. If not... sorry, if the round goes to Endless, it will be a win for them. If the Dino boys get it, looks like we're going to do a third OT.
Yeah, it's looking good so far here for all concerned. Darrows takes a smoke shot down through the mid of the road. Can't quite pick up anybody here, and as he waits for that smoke to dissipate, smashed by Reloaded, who pushed through the cross beautifully. He did very, very well here as they once again favour this B side, and in the mid-cross area, much more aggressive here on this side as the Ecstasy grabs not one but two. That is the player known as Moores, as he's gone and put his team in the game still. The flashbang is a good one. It'll take out Doc as the defuse is a possibility if they want to try, but they've got two players splitting the two players. So that is the two Endless players are back and forth. Let's see what happens here. Here's Chance. He's going to push on down in towards the back of Marketplace. Reloaded is going to be down the other end of the Marketplace as the smoke is literally just a bait. Chance gets the kill on Ecstasy. It is now up to Darrows to take out, in fact, X222C to take out Chance. And there's a 1v1. He's got 10 seconds. He's got to take the player out. Now he's going to get the defuse. Too late. He won't have it, and that will be the GG. It was a very valiant effort from the boys from Dino, and they will all bail. It'll be double overtime win for Endless just. And that is a nice piece of work here in the SYF Cup, B-Ray, for those two teams to go ahead and do what they just did. But yeah, not bad work overall.
Not bad work indeed, man. It sees them walk away with a very, very close net win to win in second overtime. And, oh, man, the next match is going to be an absolute cracker if that match is any sign of what's in store for the rest of the cup.
Yeah, absolutely it is. So just looking down at the laptop here, I can see that Icons of Vanity are indeed waiting to now take on the boys from Endless. So Endless will be happy with that result, and the SYF Cup really starting to heat up thanks to, of course, the sponsors in Stipe. They are supporting this nice little SYF Cup here for you, so make sure you give them a yell if you're looking for a server. And of course, the boys from SYF, make sure you're liking their Facebooks and Twitters and anything else's, you know, their underpants. Maybe that's a little inappropriate, B-Ray. You probably shouldn't say that. Not gonna lie.
I'm gonna try myself.
You shouldn't actually say that, B-Ray. Shout out to Spud for being a potato. I'm not sure how that applies, B-Ray. Just, you know, roll with it.
Okay.
B-Ray's a very tough crowd this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Have you all noticed that? I have.
What's that?
Nothing, B-Ray. Carry on. You're a wonderful little man. Shout out to Icons of Vanity from the Bully. Are they coming back into the server? We might as well just stay here and keep playing. We can just stay here and say, "Hi guys, welcome back." No, they're in a different server. So that means I actually have to end this cast.
Oh, that's awkward.
What? That they're in a different server?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta get details and reconnect.
No, I've got the details. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be heading off to another game in a minute. We'll have a little bit of a break, and then we'll be right back with you. And in the meantime, final thoughts, dude?
It was a good game, that one there. I believe that Dino did have it midway through the second half, but just threw it away and lost it in a very close overtime when they realised that they didn't quite have it in the bag.
They didn't quite. You're quite right.
I mean, 8-4 at the half. I mean, come on. 8-4, and they went on to lose it.
Oh, apologies. Swift's asked me to play a song, but of course there's a bloody ad playing. So anyway, I'll skip the ad. There we go. Here we go. Right. Just stand by. He's a beautiful man, Swift. Barry, you can't hear it, but it's Danger Zone.
Oh dear.
Gotta love it. Hang on, here, I'll play it for B-Ray, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on. It's good times. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll end with the Danger Zone. My name's Arseynimz. Alongside me has been the Bureau. We're going to do a shout out to our sponsors and OzGamers for all latest news, reviews, downloads, and anything to do with both PC and console. OzGamers.com is where you need to go. Of course, if you've got a game that you want to see shoutcast, make sure you head on over to Gamestah.com. We've got all the love and that you'd want us to do. Big red button up on the top of the website is what you want to push, and we'll be there with bells on to get that game shoutcasted. Of course, make sure you like us on Facebook, Gamestah with an H, Gamestah, and of course on Twitter as well, twitter.com/Gamestah. Throw the big follow on there, and we'll be much appreciated. I'm on Twitter as well, at Arseynimz, and make sure you follow me, and of course the B-Ray, if you want to grab him, flick him a note on to Xfire or otherwise, and he'll be able to give you a shout out as well on the air. In the meantime, we'll be back with you in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen, for more SYF Cup action. It is heating up here as we head to the semi-final. We'll be back with you very, very soon.